Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can put annotative text in your projects. Alright, so I'm just going to show you each and everything that you need to know on how to create the annotative text first, then how you can put them right in your projects. Alright, so let's get started with AutoCAD and I show you exactly what you need to do. Just to watch until the end, such that you get all the steps that you need to follow to put annotative text in your drawings. So let's get started. So I'll first check out the units that we are going to use in this video. As you can see that it's a blank new template of AutoCAD. So before we proceed with anything, we just need to check out the units. Alright, so I'll put in UN at the keyboard, then hit enter. Then this drawing units dialog box will pop up. Then under type, you can see that we have decimal and it's what I need to use for this video. So I'll check it out. Then under precision, I'll maintain it to 1 decimal place. Then right over here, you can see that the current units that we have are inches. So I'll click at this drop down arrow, then select millimeters. Then next, I'll maintain this one as international. Then under angle type, I'll maintain it to decimal degree. I won't change it. Then also the precision, I'll maintain it to 2 decimal places, the way it is over here. So I'll just need to click OK. The next, what we're going to do is I'll click at this rectangle command. But each and everything that we are going to do in this video, it will be under the 0 layer. It's a default layer that comes along with AutoCAD. Alright, but for these other layers, you have to create them by your own. Alright, so I'm just going to make a video on how you can create layers the right way. Let's proceed with this video. So I'll create a rectangle over here of dimensions 2000 millimeters. Press the tab key at the keyboard, then put in 1500 millimeters. Right, so if you zoom out, this is what we have. Select the rectangle, click at the offset command, then click at this rectangle once again, then offset it inwards at a distance of 150. So this is what we have. So you can see that over here, this is the drawing that we have. All right, so next what I'm going to do is to click at the annotate tab, then click at this arrow over here. Or the other way you can get to this text style dialog box is by clicking at this arrow, then select manage styles. So you can see that we are back to the same dialog box. Right, so next you can see that I had created some 2 more text styles, but the default styles that come along with AutoCAD is standard and annotative. So I'm going to select this one, right click, then delete it. Okay, then also I'll delete this one. I'll check this one, set to current. Okay, then check this one and delete it. So you can see that these are the 2 text styles that we have. Alright, so I'm going to generate 2 more text styles, but from annotative. Alright, so I'll select annotative, click at this new button, then this new text style dialog box will pop up. Then next, under style name, I'll put in a new name for my text style. So I'll put in exterior text, then hit OK. Then next, over here, I'll give it a text height. I'll put in 3. Then you can see that the current font name that we have is some name. I can't read it well, but from the preview over here, you can see that it's not a proper font to use in your project. Alright, if you want to set a proper font name, you click at this arrow over here, then I'll look for Arial. It's what I usually use. It's over here. So once you click at Arial, you can see that the preview box over here changes to this format. Alright, so you can see that even the font style, it's regular. Alright, so you leave it at that. Then next, under size, always make sure that you check this box next to annotative. Then under effects, I don't deal with anything over here. Then width factor, I'll maintain it to 1. Then oblique angle, I'll maintain it to 0. Then after that, I'll hit apply. Then if you want to create another text style, click at annotative, then click at new. Then this time I'll put in interior text, then hit OK. Then next I'll change the text height to 2. Then also the font name I'll maintain it to Arial. So I'll scroll up, it's over here. Then I'll maintain this one checked. Then the width factor will be 1. Then the oblique angle I'll maintain it to 0. So I'll hit apply. Alright, then close. So next I'm going to show you how you can put these annotative text that you have just created in your drawing. Alright, just imagine that this is your drawing that you have created. Alright, so you have to name it. So this is how best you go about it. I need to first set the scale at which I'm going to put that annotative text in this drawing over here, because it's the same scale that you plot this drawing on paper. Alright, I'll click at this arrow just over here. It's like I need to create a new scale, so I'll click at custom, then click at add. Then in here there is name appearing in scale list, so I'll put in 1, press shift, then put in those 2 dots, then put in 50. Then under scale properties there is paper units, then drawing units. Over here I'll put in 50. Then I'll hit OK. Then next over here I'll also hit OK. Alright, so you can see that when I click over here, my scale is over here. Alright, so next I'll click at this arrow over here, then I'll select my exterior text and I'll make it current. Alright, then I'll click at this text. There's something I need to show you over here. You can see that there are 2 options over here. Once you click at this arrow just attached to this text command, when you click on it, there is multi-text and single line text. Alright, I always use multi-line text, but it's upon you to use the text option that is more convenient with you. Alright, so I'll select multi-line, then I'll come over here, then put in my text. I'll name it kitchen. Right, select it, then move it somewhere there. Then next, still I'll click at this text command. I'll click at the annotative text, then I'll click at this arrow, then select interior text. Alright, then click at this text command, then still put in my text over here. Alright, so still I'll put in the same text, kitchen. Alright, so you can see that there is a difference in the text heights. If I double click here, then I come over here, then I make it uppercase. So you can see that there is a difference in the text height over here, right? The difference is caused by these text styles that we created. Alright, so you can see that for the interior text, its text height is 2. So if you print this drawing on paper and you use a ruler, you'll find that the text height over here is 2 millimeters and the text height over here is 3 millimeters. Alright, if you select or make exterior text current, you can see that over here AutoCAD shows you the text height of the current text style, right? So always take note of that. When we get back to the layout tab, so select this layout tab over here. First delete this, then right click at page setup manager option, then click at modify, then select the printer name. I'll go for high quality print. Then over here I'll select the paper size. Let me go with an A4 paper size. It is over here. Alright, so I'll set this one to monochrome CTB. It's over here. Then I'll check also this. I'll maintain it to landscape. The drawing orientation, I'll maintain it to landscape. Then after that I'll hit OK, then close. So I'll put in MV at the keyboard. Then I'll draw my viewport over here. Then you can see that my drawing pops up. So I'll double click inside the viewport, then come back to my scale over here, then I set it to 1:50. So you can see that this is my drawing over here on paper. Alright, So these two texts that you're seeing over here are on scale of 1 to 50. All right, but if I double click inside this viewport, then I change the scale to, maybe let me create another scale over here. I'll put in 1 to 100. Then over here I put in 100 still, then hit OK, then also here OK. Click over there, then select 1 to 100, double click outside. You can see that the texts disappear. All right, this is because of the scale that we have chosen. All right, so they have disappeared just because they were set on this drawing at a scale of 1 to 50, not at a scale of 1 to 100. All right, so always take note of that before you put in any annotative text on your drawing. Always take note of the scale that you're putting those texts, because it's going to be the same scale that you plot those drawings on paper. All right, such that those annotative texts can appear properly on your drawings. All right, so this is it for this video. If you've really found something of helpful and it has added value to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and also share this kind of content to friends and relatives that feel like they're in need of this kind of content. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next part of the video.